stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready to just Winternomics. Welcome. Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready to just Winternomics. Welcome. Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready to just Winternomics. Welcome. Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches. Winternomics. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Winter, winter, winter. Welcome. Winter, winter, Winternomics. Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches. Winternomics. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Winter, winter, winter. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches. Winternomics. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Winter, winter, winter. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches. Winternomics. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Winter, 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 winter. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches. Winternomics. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Winter, 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 winter. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics.
What it do, what it is. How y'all doing today? Something not too crazy in the eyes, I figure, since the glitch art might give you a fucking seizure if you stare at that bitch too long. Hell yeah, I threw you a Dutch title. What you know? International like motherfucking French toast in this bitch. What you guys think? Keeping you having to do some research every morning. I think that's kind of cool, right? I talked about, with Bad Take that, Clone should be a global thing and not so American-centric, and kind of thought about that with my own show. And it's like, my number 2 country is Australia. I think my number 3 country is the Dutch. So fuck it. I think it kind of keeps it fresh. So I don't know, just having fun with it as we go. Part of the creative process. So what do you guys think? How do you dig today's theme? It's actually on the phone with my boys when I made this, and I was like, you're gonna be forever immortalized in the artwork as I fucking struggle to figure out what to make today. I was like, you know what? Let's talk about miscommunication, motherfucker. Because right now we're having some motherfucking miscommunication. Because this motherfucker can't pronounce a whole lot of English words. For a motherfucker from England, I swear to God, he does something to the English language that's positively savage. But anyways, thought it was good. I had fun with it. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I won't say this properly if I try to say it out loud, so I just won't bother. But you motherfuckers know what's up. Anyways, hopefully you guys dig it and you dig the still for the YouTube. Kaz, with your chart T-Nex, do you think it can go as high as 10%? That means nothing if I said yeah or no. all that serves to feed whatever bias you have about it. It can go as high as it can go. Don't call tops, right? So we just keep track of the trend. That's all that really matters right now. Ultimately, their goal is to get as high as possible, but we'll see. Can we check USD/CAD? Maybe. I got 70 people live. This is an exceptionally low start for this, huh? So, really good day on the virtual floor. Got 3 unfollows inside Discord. Got a couple unfollows on Twitter. Got some back. Whenever we post us winning, you get instant negative reactions. Every time, right? Really accurate show, really good prep, less people. Isn't that an interesting response? You'd think people within the ecosystem would like to see each other win, but skeleton crew vibes, right? Shitcoins, Pepe on the decks. Interesting. I think I could pull that one up. Is that thing fucking sub $1 billion? No, Pepe shouldn't be a sub $1 billion anymore, right? That thing should be fucking enormous by now. See if we slip that in there. Skeleton crew vibes, huh? So how about yesterday on the dance floor? I gotta be careful not to play in these videos or it'll fuck me with the licensing. I gotta use some of that stuff. Tiki sent me some people that are not like ultra licensed out, which would probably be better to start using so I can actually play these because they're really cool. So in case anybody missed it yesterday, actually, how do we do this? Let me get this up. This is dope. So is it kind of funny? We've had these ideas, for well over a year, and we've had to actually wait for the technology to be possible to get to try and do this. And it's kind of funny to watch it develop. You can see how expectations lead reality, and this is kind of how the internet people missed out on the internet wave because they thought it was going to happen tomorrow. And the bias about that, they were so tied to it that where is this fucking giant consumer boom on the internet, and credit cards aren't safe and blah blah blah. And it took a while for the technology and the speed and everything made the internet look like what we think of today and don't care about how it works. We just make our living on it now. Let's see. So where did I put it? Okay, don't want to play the song, but yeah. So we did our prep here, little fucking dance number. The gallery's looking really good right now. And we got our 3D bodies. This is the world where chibis rule. What you know about that? Yeah, I didn't envision making myself a midget, but he just works better here. So chibis rule the world. Good vibes. Great fucking prep yesterday. We took the prep that we did at the end of last show. And then we kind of used that and built onto it. Dude, the Clone Wars is fucking serious out there right now. This is pretty hot sauce Nomics. That was pretty crazy. Actually, that's the only person I think that's got my hair color right now, right? So that's actually pretty fire. I think that's the firest hair color of them all. Anyways, I got a thing for fuchsia. I'm a fucking weirdo. So this is the result yesterday, right? We had fucking top of the room. Actually, I had my trade from the pre-market. I caught some craziness on the numbers, and played that out. And you guys did all kinds of shit. Check this out. And it's great. This is a highlight play. I gotta tell you about this one. But look at this. This is so cool, right? Look how many clones are in this picture. Clone, 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 clone. This is where clones generate alpha, right? Don't just sit there, pump my bags, please. Fucking clones produce alpha, right? Don't know how many R's is on this one. 3.35, fucking 9, 5. Whatever the fuck, math, 17, 3, well, net 7 actually. This young man is fucking in high school. He's a year younger than my son, learning to trade. And how does he own a clone? Remember I told you motherfucker about inflation? Right? If these little 15-year-old niggas in high school are fucking with $5,000 to $10,000 assets, what is something that's going to be expensive to him at 22? Because you know how stuff was when you're 15 and what stuff was when you're 22, right? Prices shifted a good amount in 7 years. You might not pay attention to day to day or month to month, but you guys can remember those eras of your life and stuff where your food places had real good deals, and then when you're came out of college, you're like, damn, that shit went up a lot, So where does he get to thinking something that when we talked about a starter home, what's going to be an expensive starter home to a kid in high school that can fucking buy stuff like that? And there's a lot of kids that have them, right? The FaZe Clan kids start trying to pick up clones and stuff like that too. And there's 16-year-olds that make between 100 and 500,000 bucks all over the place. So what does forward inflation look like, especially with BRICS trying to drive it? And what does it make their world look expensive like? You know, for us, 5-7 years out, it's going to be more expensive. Just how expensive is that, you know? And how expensive will it be to participate in a digital luxury brand in Web3 as a nice to have in an economy where they're trying to make it really expensive to have fucking just the bare necessities to eat? These are all the kind of things that I kind of like contemplate when I look at like forward prices and things like that. You know, you're like, well, you know, is it really going to cost a lot to play, virtually online? In terms of today's dollars, yeah, that's what forward inflation is, right? Preserving purchasing power so you don't feel the fucking brunt of inflation in tomorrow's dollars. It's going to cost something more to fuck around, you know, in a world that fucking BRICS wants to create for us. They want us struggling to pay for food and energy, not fucking offering the internet with fucking like $4,000 jackets and shit. So who can play in that arena? It's going to probably price out a lot of people on the bottom floor. Smash the mic button. I hope I don't have a mic button, Joe. Please don't smash mic. But if you could smash the like button, I would greatly appreciate it. So yeah, good vibes on the dance floor. Gonna be doing some good things. So came up with an idea that I'm gonna share with you guys that I think is gonna be really cool. Oh wait. Fuck. Wait. Yeah. Check it out. No, I gotta get the highlight for that. Wait. Don't go anywhere. This I can play the audio for. I struggle to make highlights. Check it out. From Wednesday's show, guys. This is what we used to do the dance floor and set up our prep. God, I love that onesie.
Winternomics.
I mean, I don't think I have any futures to you. You guys are in futures right now. Let's see what futures are doing since we're fucking in the market, right? I think that's what you're kind of working with. So this box trading became fucking epic. But I think if you rotate back up, you want to pay attention to this guy. That wick is a stop run, it's a blowout, retest, and under here. So if you get back through this area, you know, you might have a chance to begin the rotation back through this box range. So, you know, this is possible. So keep your eyes on it and see what he does. Audio's low, huh? I see you. Oh, that's really low. All right, we're gonna watch it again, you motherfuckers. My bad.
Winternomics.
So, I mean, I don't think I have any futures to you. You guys are in futures right now. Let's see what futures are doing since we're fucking in the market, right? I think that's what you're kind of working with. So this box range became fucking epic. But I think if you rotate back up, you want to pay attention to this guy. That wick is a stop run. It's a blowout, retest, and under here. So if you get back through this area, you know, you might have a chance to begin the rotation back through this box range. So, you know, this is possible. So keep your eyes on it and see what he does. So I thought it was pretty good. Go a little something like that. A bull flag is a bull flag is a bull flag. And so, you know, precision planning, precision entry logic, you put them together, and this is what a decentralized hedge fund's made of, and Web3 on the dance floor, baby. Who even thought that was a thing, right? Think about it, that is the craziest fucking trading floor and the highest alpha, you know. We have a piece of virtual real estate that costs under $400 that we can sit on together worldwide and coordinate to print a few $1 million out of. If that's not a mispriced fucking piece of, you know, virtual real estate with a use case like that, one of God knows how many, I don't know what is, you know? So that being said, now that we actually have some real cool functionalities coming into this stuff, you know, it's time to see how far Web3 can go. Going to be creating a token gate for people that have clones, and I'm going to start developing business ideas with folks there to show what you can actually do, you know, outside of like the basic rigging and posing and stuff that we do. We actually use our clone for a rebrand of our show itself, under the brand attack that we suffered 5 years ago. And, we're able to basically sustain our show and come back doing this. So, where did I have that? All right, Ethereum network. Okay. So, what else could you do with it? There is obviously, all kinds of digital media people can do, graphic design, whether it being show hosts in AR or for making a fully like 3D rigged one and, pre-animations for various marketing. You can use them for fashion design. People who are very artistic here, can create, fashion brands in just the virtual world on their clones. And, there's a multitude of business ideas. The fact is, though, 99% of clone owners and in most of these NFT owners that have, PFPs that can do these things are just sitting on and waiting for somebody to pump their bags. But, it's about perception. What is the value of having these things? I never bought my original clone with the intention of ever selling it. I knew I was going to use it to be a brand and represent through it because I like the color schemes to my company's brand color schemes and my own preferences. And, it has my attitude, and I can use that guy in AR for a lot of things. Right now my clone is part of an education curriculum in Eastern Europe and will be there for years to come for, new students to get an idea of what Web3 can do. It is also like, using, the show for entertainment and then put it into glitch art, and I could do various things with it. There's a multitude of things to be done, especially as capabilities come into Web3. And I think creating a think tank where we can actually brainstorm and actually help people start to realize, they're very few steps away from taking this, the simple token that they're holding in their wallet and actually turning it into something that actually is a yielding asset. And that is the value proposition, right? What is the utility? So we're going to do that, as we go forward with that, probably start branching more into helping people in business develop, just like we did in crypto's past, showing people how to actually pay, make sense of the markets. We want to help introduce the utility to Web3 that's missing from, what will be the movement from the pioneering era to the settlement era. So anyways, that's a short blurb about that. So stay tuned for that action. So I know it's like 20, 30 of you guys that picked up some clones inside the Discord and stuff. So, that'll be a really good thing for you guys to hop in there and we start to work on some crazy cool ideas. What do you guys think? Yeah, no, maybe so. I'm Robbie. Appreciate you, boss. Always appreciate some bits, sir. Appreciate you being here. Thanks for helping me get my chibis inside of On Cyber. Robbie's the fucking man. He got my chibi. I've got my other clone too. I have to break him out next time we're in the room. Alright, so did you guys write me some fucking war stories? Everyone's slacking now. You guys are so fucking just camped out in the Discord. You're leaving me hanging. I got nothing to read to people. Let's see. Alright, what do I got? I got one. Oh no, Levici's back. What does it say? Levici's war story. What does it say? Victory, alas? Nigga, do you know what the word alas means? That's an expression of grief. Did you mean at last, nigga? I'm just saying, I pay attention to you because you're funny. That's sad. Let's see. Alas, their happiness was not to last. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the wrong use. But anyways, we love you here. You're a sport. Let's see what you got for me, sir. KuCoin. I'm such a douche. I know. I took the time to look that up. Sorry. All right. What's going on here? This is huge. Lucy's worst here. Oh, look. No words. It's just money. He wrote me no books. A real genius of the move. Okay. Damn, look at the winners this guy's printing. Sheeb. What's the other one you did? LTC, Sheeb, Gala. Don't know that one. And what is that? It's Levici published. Oh, okay. These consecutive hits on the long side allowed me to return about 8.8 Rs. Okay, that sounds very good. You stop being stupid. Okay. After this, I withdrew half of my winnings into USD to pay for rent. I thought, no, I'm out here trading to pay rent. Nothing's wrong with that. The remainder of my winnings I put into Vera, the account of its great POV proof of view AI that will hopefully become the standard for media monetization in Web3 world. Never get too sucked into the story, my friend. Just to make sure the price looks good. Okay, here it shows that I entered the position of slight premium to the POC by a relevant volume over the course of the last 3 months. Wow, you're so detailed. In hopes of returning 2.3 Rs here, it shows me getting racked, only to fulfill my bounty AK liquidation price before it moves in the direction I was hoping it would. Just my luck. Overall, running away with roughly 4 Rs on my initial investment is a good thing, so I should be satisfied with the play. Glad I was able to pay off some of my life expenses with the win in a personally urgent time and lower my risk and make enough to just get by. What the heck is this? Unrelated, okay. But here's some Blender designs I worked on, potentially for an NFT I have in the works. A lot of work to do still, however, feel free to reach out to me on the gram. Are you marketing through my show, Levici? My God. Did you plug yourself? You're a funny one. Well, we appreciate Levici's war stories. Alright, and who's this? Oof. Fucking dehydrated. This is Karosh from Nibbler 4. What up, Eco? Down here 3 plays taken on CCJ. Adjusted my time frame play on the events and time that I had in these past weeks. Play. Number 1 was taken during holiday. Had my plan and my time frame set up and waited for the plan to happen. Needed to zoom out. Use confirmation of the streams and OnlyFans post to get more conviction for this play. Took the play, sold 80% at 3 Rs, and left a free roll, which ended up paying for an extra R, net 4 Rs. Play 2 was planned on a different time frame. Knowing that earnings was coming up, I knew that I didn't want to stay in this trade for an extensive period of time. Got stopped out, minus 1 R. Play 3, same plan as the previous one. CCJ was strong during this week, gave me the conviction to try again. Sold at 3 Rs and 6 Rs and closed the rest for a free roll just before close yesterday. Net a little bit more than 4 Rs. Got me 2 net 4R trades over a period of 31 days and 5 minutes. With less than 10-minute chart time. Sometimes you need to zoom out before you zoom in. Big shout out to the MJA for everything you do, man, and loving the art. Appreciate it. Looking forward to today's thumbnail. Hope you like it. So, very good. This was CCJ. We actually put this guy... This guy was in here in your OnlyFans. Where is he at? I put him with Mickey D's, right? So we dropped that guy to you on March 28th. Mickey D's was a banger. You guys saw that. It was fucking a monster. CCJ went in there too. He's got a pretty good trajectory. He matches Eura. Remember, we've been watching Eura for like years on this show with energy and stuff. These are the big ass bull flags tied to energy and commodities that we're seeing, you know, from nuclear to oil. And this guy, look, if he held his trajectory, he's probably going to be somebody we've had to pay attention to. We talked about in the show. We did a little write-up for him for you guys to keep track of. So really good seeing you make some plans around that guy across last month since he's been in the channel. And it's really good. You know, these things don't mean you have to do them like in the same day. Look at them, make plans on them, you know, across time. But they're helped add to your like perspectives, you know. And like this is the zoom out of it. Obviously, people could day trade these things, do whatever you want. But this is supposed to be just, you know, to help you like think about it. And there's obviously other stuff that correlates with these guys you want to pay attention to. So let's see. Where is... I think I finished looking at his play yet. Oh, no, they're all in the same graph. Okay, got it. Yeah, this is dope. So he played the rotation. And then when we get the chart drop, yeah, right back here. So he played it from the day we dropped the chart. That's pretty cool. Timing matters, sir. Timing matters. Let's see. What's going on with my chart? Uno momento. This is the guy with our super accurate squiggle we had on our correction that totally did this move, and then we dropped you this guy on the 28th. Where's the morning of the 28th? There. So that's where you got it, right on the open there. He came back, he did check it, but he's still rotating back out. We think he's holding his trajectory, but yeah, still kind of janky structure for him until he take off. I'd prefer to see him actually check this angle instead of floating along like that. But thought timing wise, he looked like he had a position for some strength. But I think I'm really showing you this guy too. In the long term, these guys are all connected to BRICS's actions against the West. They're going to make energy in all fronts more expensive. This is clearly trading view being slow as shit. There it is. So really paying attention on this, right? These big scales that we're looking at across energy, can't be overlooked. This is all part of what we see in the CRB and stuff like that. We look at TNX and all these guys are these huge bull flags, right? These are all living standards negative to everyone in the West. Yeah, that's a great use of OnlyFans. Sick use of OnlyFans. Nice place, Crows. Shout out Izzy. Appreciate the bits. So yeah. So trying to keep this, ecosystem seamless, really good intel, really good environment for us to trade. Want to gamify the way you make choices there, get you away from the money hunt mode. Takes a lot of weight off the individual choices. And this is kind of the vision I've had for you, turn the stock market show into a comic strip and turn the trading floor into a video game that I think we all can understand. And it makes it fun to do this instead of the kind of mental labor it usually is. This is kind of I think in the world we're going to, lots of things seem almost kind of juvenile that adults enjoy these days, and the fact that we're all logging in with fucking miniature 3D midget characters, kind of speaks to the way that technology has kind of changed the adult life. But I think trading the stock market with this kind of mindset, with this kind of intel is a hell of an advantage for retail. And we look at a couple idiots sitting in hidden in plain sight, but who would ever guess we're doing what we're doing, I think it's pretty fucking funny. So anyways, thanks to everybody who's actually stayed along all the years to wait for it to get to something like this, because I think this is kind of finally where it looks like what I had in my head from many years ago. And as more features come into Web3 and on Cyber, I think it's going to get a lot better. So, all right, that being said, got all done. 9:18, I can actually get a macro and get done in here actually before the bell. I can actually do this today. Let's see. So, I'm pretty sure I had drawings on that. Holy shit. Let's check our murder cluster chart, shall we? I think we always have to start there now. This is our new macro, the murder cluster. This is a horrific chart. I'm not kidding, but it's the craziest thing I've ever come across, I gotta say, in the last couple of years. So yeah, there's death support of March. April's been just fucking casual shootings, which has kind of been just consolidation, right? Motherfuckers been just shooting anybody for any reason, and any kind of citizen is shooting anybody now. So it's the baseline level of shootings is risen. So the next mass shooting could be just way insane. Oh, I'm not actually screen sharing. Here it comes. My bad. Sorry about that. It's a thing. 100 viewers finally. Wow. I feel blessed. All right. So yes, murder cluster, shootings clusters, right? We have the real bad mass shootings in the backwardation event over here in mid-March that gave us a pump. And then since that, April has been the casual shooting month where regular citizens are shooting regular citizens who don't appear to be a threat. And the shooter doesn't appear to be a psychopath. So everyone's just got an itchy trigger finger. If I was to take a sentiment read on that, people aren't benefiting from the rise in risk assets, and there's still an above board level of anxiety in the population. And if the new baseline is the regular person is on edge to that degree, then the outlier of that system is going to be a much crazier mass shooter than we've seen in the previous cycles here in these last bottles. It's going to be probably an anomalously crazy one that comes, somewhere fairly soon when you see the next one. And there is going to be a next one because this shit's out of control. So, let's hope that's not a new baseline, but the amount of casual shootings of just regular citizens, teenagers, cheerleaders, people sat in the wrong car and someone's already ready to shoot you, I don't know about you or any other, gun owners, but it takes a minute before you need to go load up to fucking blast somebody. I don't know if everyone's just sitting around in their patio with their shit fucking locked up, ready to go. But it doesn't seem kind of making sense how you have the casual shootings, does it? Because it seems like everyone's kind of waiting to shoot somebody these days. So, I don't know. Looks a little fucking suspect. Jay Mills like shit. Yeah, I don't know, right? If you heard some banging in the house, you gotta go get your shit. For cheerleaders to turn to someone's driveway and get shot, was the person waiting to shoot the next person that came in the driveway? The other kid knocks on the door and gets shot instantly at the front door. I'm like, do you answer the door with a gun? Like when anyone normally knocks? Like what is going on with people, right? It just seems like, the populace is at an emotional buzzing level that's not normal. So, risk assets as a whole, even real estate, across the board, things are kind of strong, but people aren't benefiting. Really, I think people are feeling the pinch of the expenses of life. That statement that came out of fucking the Bank of England that citizens are going to have to get used to being more poor is a hell of a slap in the face. They're telling you inflation is cannibalizing your purchasing power at a speed that's faster than you're used to fucking dealing with, and that is the fucking move BRICS wants, right? Every bit of your dollars just to be spent on staying alive, like third world nations experience, and everyone's kind of feeling it in the first world. So, anyways, that being said. This guy right now is pretty clean chart without all the stuff I have on the S&P, so I'll probably use him, and we can kind of just look at this attempted rotation here. Oops, we can use the NAS 100, and he rotated up yesterday in that move that we just showed you using the NQ chart, right? This is a strength on him, so this kind of gives you a good clean look without all the drawings for a minute. Sometimes it's good to clean your chart up so you can see shit. And this looks pretty good, right? So he's stepping pretty good. Whole lot of volume POC underneath this thing. This POC is not really accurate, right? If you want a more accurate one, use the NQ1. Remember these CFDs, you get tick volume, not actual volume. And so it can give you slight variations where you get your POCs. But this is a good rotation. Just looking at where the heart of the volume is here. And this is a good place for this to be if you get some more upside strength to go testing, this is a really good chart to just keep it clean for a second, to be honest. To go check that level, the last major high to put us into our lows last fall, sorry. So going back to the Q chart, we told you to watch this, right? And there was our squiggle for the Qs, and we did a squiggle for the NQs, and that's it, right? We had a bull flag, good system check, right? Sitting on top of whole system. Somebody asked me in the chat about bingo concepts. We say whole systems we mean whole cycle pullbacks, whole bull flags. But remember, every high in it could be considered its own bull flag. So that's true. Every high has its own interactions, right? So this guy here can be considered a bull flag. And that's all there is, right? This whole crash is built of actually series of flags in it if you actually want to divide it that way. This system check is really just a 2B of the first check and then rotation after it fucks everybody. And we're back up here now. We see if we can actually stabilize on top of the level I put up here and then push to test this same high, which is what I just showed you in the NAS 100. Diamonds, a little weaker. Right now, we talked about paying attention to the diamond QQQ ratio to see which one had the strength. And if it was a bear flag, tech would pump. Dump bar right there, that's your tech pump. So that's why we pay attention to him, that he looked like he's in a bear flag. If he's in a bear flag again, and he does do this projection we have right here, which he did it. That's the fucking pump you guys just played on the NASDAQ yesterday together on the dance floor. So, VIX things. All right, VIX things. Bear flag there. Thought you could go back and you can come back and check this. And this will give you that little bit of risk asset push that we're seeing. So far, so good. DXY things. He's kind of stable. He was kind of weak in the last show. And we're watching that with regard to Euro USD. I still, he's tracking this channel until he deviates. Don't call it otherwise, but it does look a little tired. Would like to see him rotate, make a bigger resolution correction, then continue this if he's going to do that. And then keeping track of like things like GBP CAD, which is GBP Europe versus North America, which gives us a lead on possibly GBP USD. That this structure is likely got to play catch up, since there's a differential right now in CAD USD in the North American basket. That being said, so crypto things, last but not least, because you crypto zealots need crypto, right? The bull move we talked about. Pretty money forecast on this squiggle too. This is the squiggle for 925. Got it. Squiggle for BTC. So you should rotate back up and then give you a structure up here. There it is. Pay attention. And so that guy is not right. What's going on here? This guy. There's tell you where he should make his bull flag and then hopefully finish this guy one more wave down and begin the rotation back up. Looks like he's doing it. And he's doing it where he should, which is our emotional channel from the Trolex storm of August 16th and 17th. So yeah, all is as it should be on the market front. All right, now what do we got next? UST.D. Want to keep track of this guy, especially because he's a more broad measure of, outside the big caps or the bulk of the strength. This guy is going to be what you need to see really break down to have a broad-based crypto rally, right? Not just ETH and BTC as the leaders, but everything across the board. And so there is not really collective strength across crypto while this guy is this far off the base. So we keep that guy in view also. All right, so throw some symbols. I got like minutes. I'll do stuff. Hurry up. Tell me something. What do I got? It's 3 minutes, bitches. I'll throw in like 2 symbols. Somebody throw something. Where's it at? Symbol guy. Anybody? All right, I know I've seen. Which one is this thing? Is it this thing? Fuck, I'm never over here enough. Where's the volume of this motherfucker? It must be this guy. Is this thing retarded? Let's see what this looks like anyway. I haven't pulled this guy up in a while. So, this thing's up something ridiculous. Could they do it again? Never, ever underestimate the power of the meme community in crypto. I'll tell you that right now. If you guys seen what they did with Sheep, if you've seen the first version of Pepe, you never really underestimate these motherfuckers. I'll tell you what. You never underestimate the power of stupid people in large numbers. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that's the meme community. Some of them are fun. Don't get me wrong. But, in all honesty, yeah, they could do it again. I don't know. It's ridiculous that they managed to get that thing fucking another round. But, yeah, that thing's passing right. This thing's only 110 million market cap. They can make $1 billion out of this thing. No kidding. It's just one of those things when memes go crazy, they go crazy. But this is, again, something, the guys, that I tell you, right? This is April, right? This is the April month, right? You don't see shit like that in bear markets. If you've been in crypto long enough, you don't see shit like that in bear markets, right? All right, so it's 9:28. I could do like one more. SFM, you ain't getting them all. Well, you know what? I'm okay. I don't have to do anything on the market open myself. So you guys fucking who need to leave, go ahead and check out. Come catch these symbols later, and I'll do these for the folks that don't have to fucking break their necks to jump off the show. So it's definitely like less fucking mentally stressful to do that, you know what I mean? So let's go ahead and do that. So so this was the last time we ever pulled this guy up. This is Sprouts Farmers Market, and I don't remember where the squiggles at, probably around where the show was. That's back in 2021. Is that how long it has been since you asked me this fucking thing? So yeah, I thought he'd go up and fuck off here and dump back in. He did it pretty quickly instead of taking his time, and he came back out, and you play the one on the way out. So he's doing the on the way out part, right? He's doing this thing. And right, he's doing this thing. So we'll draw that on there. This thing right here is a full flag on top of the system, on top of like, see, this is like your system high. And so he blew through it, eviscerated everybody, and then this structure sets up clearly. This is a pretty good position to pay attention to him in. Okay, so that's that. Market's open. Be careful, everybody who's still watching the show. What was the other one you just asked me? AFL, USD CAD, AFL. And we did this guy a while ago whenever we did it. And this is your trigger up here. And he's doing a flag up here. So you cut through it. This is your system. So just like the last one we just did, right? This is the one that tested cleanly on the system. And then this is just another flag like north of that. So from this one though, I pay attention like, from the first one, turn this off, you don't need that. Like he's in motion from here. So it's just about keeping track of him right now. And you could probably put another line in the sand, like something like this. All right, so while he stays on top of this, so you see how you treat this one over here? This is your high point, and he gives you a clean system like that. You probably look for something like that over here, right, to give you a play up there that's clean. So, stuff like that. All right. What's your other one? CAD, USD CAD, USD CAD. All right, what did we do with him last time? So CAD, this is kind of looking at like North America internally within this basket. And so CAD looks weak on the pound. And the pound is definitely like, he looks more weak on the pound. Means you could play him against the dollar, but the dollar's like not the best of breed thing to play like Europe is, right? So we look at this and say, I got it. Oh my God, I could never stop Discord when it starts ringing. I got it. I'll get it back. Got it. My God. All right, I'm back. I got it. Guys are on my ass, boy. All right, I got it. It happens. All right, where are we at? Where's my chart at? Where the fuck did it go? Okay, right. Sorry. All right, so pound CAD, DVP CAD, right? Seeing the strength in this guy, right? You look at him and you look at USD CAD, right? He's kind of a stable range. This is the wrong chart. Where did my chart for USD CAD go? There we go. Sorry. And looking at this, right, you're in a bull flag rotation. It's really stable. Even though the dollar is slightly stronger in North America, right, the real strength against the Canadian is actually overseas. And so you can see him like right here. The trajectory in this guy is a lot stronger right now. So I think, you probably keep more than just like, focus on like, a lot of people play currencies as staring at a pair like it's the only thing in the world. But you play them just like stocks, and there's best of breed and worst of breed. And in this case, right, your best of breed situation is right here. This is probably your two strongest guys, him and EuroCAD. All right, much stronger place than you see what's going on dollar CAD. They're much more stable because Europe is the strength right now. So paying attention to all things CAD, I think you probably keep all three of these guys on your radar. All right, next. My bad. All right, where'd it go? Why does this thing do this? Sometimes it edits the symbols out the screen over here. Sometimes it puts them back. All right, what the fuck? Sol USDT, Matic, and STX. Sol, Matic, STX. Sol, Matic, STX. Okay. Sol USDT. Pretty sure I have a chart for Solana over here. There we go. All right. What did we draw last time? When did you ask me this last time? Let's see. So we had a bull flag over here, which has led to his like ultimate high, and he's been kind of dicking off of the base level. So just like we mark in BTC, right? The level down to like 30K or 28.6 we mark is the base of the bull flag that led to the all-time high. And this would be kind of like fractally similar thing, right? This would be your line in the sand under the last major system that was able to make this kind of a markup. So that's a good place to pay attention. So what did he do so far on the collapse? He went down underneath it, pretty much probably killed everybody inside this one, which came to the debacle, with FTX. Now rotating on top of that, he is basing on top of that one. We showed this last time. I guess you had asked me already. We look for a potential floor right here, right, to happen. So it looked like it held. and he's rotated back above this line in the sand. So if he holds right here, I think we already got it more recent than that, but as long as he can hold that base that ultimately led to the push, that's pretty much a good starting position for him as far as this shockwave goes. Like relating to this, right? The breakout of this system, rotating up out of here would be bullish. Because he's definitely got the sentiment for everyone to fucking not pay attention to this motherfucker if he gets going, right? Alright. And then Matic. Matic, we're looking at trend angle from down here. Contact here. It's kind of just cut through just so slightly. And he's sitting where we initially put him on the trigger back when we dropped the sheet on January 24th in OnlyFans, which is right here. All right, we dropped him right before he pumped 50% out of there, and he's retraced that. So I'd pay attention as he sits on this trigger. He is basing on it, so he's tested it. That wick is D-low. So you should really look at him like as having done this. Most people draw an angle that way, but that's not correct. Unless he makes a new low, you change this angle out. And we know like to see that move where it fucks people, right? Where you have like a wave like this, or sorry, you have something like this. Right? People get caught by that violation, right? Like this. He comes through it and goes like that and comes back across level and does something like this. You know, this is the spot you pay attention again. That's a possible play. But for him to do that, market would need a bit more of a pullback and wouldn't be ready to go from here. It'd actually pull back from those clean bull flag structure we see, and then fucking throw people off and then come back around. So this is a potential path if he doesn't just come off of it now, if the market doesn't turn back bullish now. So if either he, does that path or he pulls back a little deeper. We don't need this. So we'll leave those. Squiggles. And then the last thing was STXUSDT. What is this? Stacks. Have I ever done this? STXUSD? Don't think so. STXUSDT. Well, that's an asshole to volume. What the fuck is going on in this thing? Something's going on in this thing. That's pretty fucking heavy. Let's see. Let's see. Well, I think it's a good place he stays outside of. Don't need that second one. Just wanted to see something real quick. This rotation could be real. Watch what level you have coming up here. Right. That's what you're watching, right? So since he sets up on top of here, he would be in a good place to fucking have a much more bullish move. this range is kind of, crazy. But I think if you establish yourself on top of this and you have a good crypto wave, this guy could do something pretty gangster. If this is like the test pump before it. So with that kind of volume build going on, I don't know what the news flow is around that thing, but it might be worth paying attention to. That makes sense. Everybody get everything in. I got all symbols. We finished 88 viewers. That's a lucky number in China, isn't it? So, till next time, motherfuckers. Pay attention right now. If you see some strength in the stock market, we finished on highs on that. Stocks aren't the strongest thing out there. Crypto has been the strongest thing out there. See how we go through this weekend. There's all kinds of crazy shit, pumping in DEX land and all the place that indicates there's definitely risk-seeking behavior in the marketplace. While most people, you're seeing, look for recession and this, that, and the other, you don't see that kind of speculative behavior unless there's a risk appetite, beyond BTC. So I think that, keeping your eyes on crypto things over the weekend's a prudent move. Till next time, catch y'all niggas on the flip. Make some money. Stay safe. And I see you motherfuckers on the dance floor. More of you. If you're in acolytes, get your ass on the dance floor. When we talked about putting bitches out there so you come out and shake your ass, right? Don't make me have to put my ass out there to get you out there. You don't want to see that. It's not pretty. Stay safe, peeps. Peace out.
Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches. Winternomics. Welcome